In the beginning of the year, Backfire Zealot X took the e-skate world by storm with their shiny LED strip electric skateboards. It was the first electric skateboard that was illuminated all the way around the entire skateboard. Not only that, it was highly visible during the day as well, making it not just a nighttime gimmick. For anyone who wanted something as cool looking as the Zealot X, but not necessarily willing to shell out $1,200 or even care about the peak level performance that the Zealot X brings to the table, well, they were essentially out of luck until now. Backfire releases a brand new, smaller clone of the Zealot X and is calling it the Zealot V. What's the difference? Is it for you? Let's take a deep dive now. By the way, I'm giving away a Meepo City Rider 3 at the end of the year. The only way to enter is to be a subscriber and write a comment down below and like the video. You must live in the US to qualify, and congratulations to my previous winners. Thanks and good luck. The Zealot V is essentially a clone of the Zealot X, but physically smaller and lighter. The Zealot X deck runs at 39 inches, while the smaller Zealot V runs at only 33 inches. It's a little shorter, but not that noticeable. When I first opened up the Zealot V, I thought for a good minute that Backfire has made a mistake and sent me the Zealot X instead. But once I held it in my hand, the difference becomes obvious. The new Zealot is magically light, weighing in at only 16.8 pounds, while the Zealot X weighs in at 25 pounds, which is much heavier. The Zealot V is so light I found it extremely easy to hold and carry with one hand. It would be my primary choice if I need to carry it for an extended period of time during my commute. This board is incredibly portable and does not take up much space, making it easy to store. If you need a smaller and more portable e-skate, but you still want to retain that cool Zealot X premium look, then the Zealot V is the right board for you. Oh yeah, it also comes in pink, so you can get one for your girlfriend, wife, sister, grandmother, a pink Zealot V. I'm sure they will love it, but honestly, this pink on this board looks sick. What makes the Zealot V extra awesome is that it is belt powered, so you can throw on almost any street wheels you want. It comes with 8-back pulleys only, but if you get a set of Kegel pulleys on your own, you would be able to use any street wheels you wish. I do recommend against using anything smaller than 96mm that came with the board. As you can see here, the bottom of the board was still scratched after going over some not very challenging road bumps. Any smaller wheels might do some serious damage to your board. Lastly, the LEDs. Look at it. It looks exactly the same as the premium Zealot X from any angle. It certainly fooled me until I was able to hold it in my hands and to my face. If you want to ride the brilliant eye magnet of a board while not costing an arm and a leg, then the Zealot V is the right choice for you. The acceleration is mild. It's not super crazy acceleration as it's using only a 10S battery stack. It can still climb up to 26 miles per hour given enough time to accelerate. If you want a true performance beast, that's what the Zealot X is for. The Zealot V is a light cruiser at a much lower cost. You're not going to be winning races on this board, but it will still climb up steep hills and push you through challenging terrains. If you want extra power, that's what the Zealot S and X is for. After all, this is an entry-level skateboard that outputs respectable performances for the low prices that you pay. The braking on this board is pretty good as well. I had an issue with the Zealot X locking up prematurely, but the V does a good job not locking up and performs butter smooth braking every single time. The 50-degree reverse kinpin trucks are a little bit shorter for the V as it's only 7 inches wide as opposed to the 8.5-inch wide trucks on the Zealot X. Advantages of a narrower truck is maneuverability. You should be able to turn and carve much easier on the V. Also, Backfire trucks are created using a technique called gravity casting. It creates better quality and stronger metal pieces, so you can be sure that your truck won't snap into two pieces out of nowhere. The batteries are okay for an entry-level skateboard. It is using Samsung cells, but only in a 10S2P configuration, so it won't output as much voltage to power the motors. Also, the board contains only about 216 watt-hours of battery capacity, half that of the Zealot X, which is why the Zealot V is so light. As I mentioned, the board has 216 watt-hours of battery capacity, and that carries me around 8 miles on a full charge. I kind of wish there's more batteries in here, but I also do understand in order to keep the board light and portable, this is the range that it must have. The Zealot V uses dual 750 watt belt motors. It's about the same power output as the newly released G5S, which also has twin 750 watt motors, but it's hub motors only. The twin 750 watt motors has enough power to really go fast. The Zealot V has a top speed of 26 miles per hour. These little motors are no joke. Of course, if you want more power, upgrade to the Zealot S or X lineup, but from my experience, Backfire here is really raising the bar for what an entry-level electric skateboard is. Back in my days, entry-level skateboards have only 500 watt power and can barely go up 20 miles per hour and is a hub motor board. Now, if you want a lot more than that at the same price, just get the Zealot V. If you want the best entry-level board and look cool as hell with the Zealot X LEDs while not breaking the bank, the Zealot V is the right board for you. The board also charges in 2.5 hours, which is super quick. The Zealot V is also extremely stiff, just like its bigger variant. Making good bushings is essential to having a good time on this board. That's why Backfire is using SHR bushings, which are super high rebound bushings. These are noticeably bouncier, which is great for turning and carving. I also find it easy to use the curved up edges on the deck to make some tight angled turns. Overall, I am extremely impressed with the little Zealot V for what it brings to the table as a beginner board. It looks exactly like a premium Zealot X, but smaller. It has the same amazing LED system that grabs all the attention in the world. It is also using a belt drive system, so it can use unlimited different types of wheels. And it is much lighter, making it easy to carry and store. Overall, this is a board for that person who passed up on the Zealot X and S because of its price, but still want that premium exterior look and the LED system. What do you think of the Zealot V? Are you getting one? Do you have any questions? Make sure to sound off down below. Remember, I'm giving away the Meepo City Rider 3 at the end of the year. The only way to enter is to be a subscriber and write a comment down below. You must live in the US to qualify, and congratulations to my previous winners. Thank you and good luck.